So hello everyone! In this video, we will be reporting about one of the team sports, which is futsal. So we are from BIT Computer 2B Night and this is under of PE4. So by the way, I am Catherine J. Kandar. So we have here the topics. History, facilities will be reported by me. Then, players, equipments, players' attire, officiating officials, scoring system will be reported by Natinga Marlene. Lastly, rules and regulations and basic skills will be reported by Jean Calderon. So what is futsal? Futsal is the FIFA-recognized form of small-sided indoor football. The word is a contraction of the Spanish football sala. So if ang football is outdoor game, futsal is indoor game. So let's start with the history of futsal. Futsal started in 1930 when Juan Carlos Soriani, a teacher in Montevideo, Uruguay, created a version of indoor football for recreation in YMCAs. This new sport was originally developed for playing on basketball courts, and a rule book was published in September 1933. Football was already highly popular in the country, and after Uruguay won the 1930 World Cup and gold medals in 1924 and 1928 Summer Olympics, it attracted even more practitioners. Soriani's goal was to create a team game that could be played indoor or outdoor, but that was similar to football. Soriani, writing the rule book, took as examples the principles of football. The possibility to touch the ball with every part of the body except for the hands. So there is a difference between the two. And he took rules from other sports too. From basketball, the number of team players, which is 5, and the game duration 40 actual minutes. From water polo, the rules about the goalkeeper. From team handball for the field and goal sizes. Initially, the rules were not uniform. In 1956, the rules were modified by Habib Matfos and Luis Gonzaga de Oliveira Fernandez within the YMCA of Sao Paulo, Brazil, to allow seniors to compete. Luis de Oliveira wrote the Book of Rules of Futsal in 1956, then adopted also at the international level. Shortly after, a unique tournament was organized. It attracted some interest in South American media, which regularly began to follow futsal. In particular, it was the journalist Jose Antonio Ingles who passionately contributed to the rapid spread of the game, as well as being credited as the man who coined the name futsal to define the sport. So, na-recognize Jude if kinsa tong mga nakabuo sa kaninga futsal or kinsay mga people who involved the futsal sport. The sport began to spread across South America, and its popularity ensured the formation of a governing body in Sao Paulo in 1971 under the name of Federación Internacional de Fútbol de Salón, or in short, FIFUSA. The first FIFUSA World Championships were held in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 1982, with the hosting Brazilian team crowned champions against Paraguay in front of an audience of 12,000 people, with Uruguay placing third. In 1985, the second FUTSAL World Cup was organized in Madrid, Spain, where the Brazilian team won again. In 1985, Joseph Blatter, at that time Secretary of Football's governing body, FIFA, thought it was the right time to enlarge its influence and therefore also deal with indoor football. Knowing that the Federation President João Havelange was the head of FUTSAL from 1971 to 1974, the Swiss decided to summon in Brazil the world governing body of futsal. Surprisingly, the Congress voted against the unification due to a dispute between FIFA and FIFUSA over the name of football. FIFUSA has registered the word FUTSAL in 1985 in Madrid, Spain. FIFA wanted to promote and spread its own version of indoor football, different from the original one played in the South American countries, but they could not manage to come to an agreement with FIFUSA in the Rio de Janeiro Congress in 1989. The conference held in Guatemala in 2000 between members of PanaFutsal and FIFA focused on the resolution of the dispute between the two institutions and on the achievement of futsal in the pure version that excited many in South America. The signing of the protocol, however, was not followed by concrete actions. FIFA kept on promoting its version of futsal. So, the PanaFutsal decided to create a new worldwide body for the preservation of futsal. In December 2002, the Asociación Mundial de Futsal, or AMF, was founded. It is currently composed of 40 national federations and 3 continental bodies, one of which was FIFS, or IFIFS. In 2002, members of PanaFutsal formed AMF, an international futsal governing body independent of FIFA, in reaction to the alleged stagnancy of futsal under FIFUSA. Both FIFA and AMF continue to administer the game. So in the history of futsal, so as I do research about it, so na-added siya yung mga kaparihas, no, mga rules sa other team sports, no, hilabi na gyud sa football, no, which is gikuha lang ang mga rules, but naagyapon siya mga differences, no, so giusab ra gihapon ang uban, but almost similar jud, no, so kalahian lang jud nila is ang futsal is indoor and football is for outdoor. Now, let's move on facilities. The field shall be rectangular. The length of the touch line shall be greater than the length of the goal line. So it should be a rectangular, no? So most of the team sports, no, iyang size gyud sa iyang court is rectangular, no? So almost, no, I think it is very hard to play if dili rectangular ang iyang forma, no, iyang court. So it should be rectangular. And non-international matches, length minimum 25 meters or 82 feet, maximum 42 meters or 137.8 feet, with minimum 16 meters or 52.5 feet, maximum 25 meters or 82 feet. International matches, the length minimum 38 meters or 124.6 feet, maximum 42 meters or 137.8 feet. The width, minimum 20 meters or 65.6 feet, maximum 25 meters, or 82 feet. So as we observed that international matches have greater measurement or dimension sa court, so compared to non-international matches. So first, here the pitch shall be marked with lines. These lines belong to the areas of which they are boundaries. The two longer boundary lines are called touch lines. The two shorter lines are called goal lines. The penalty area. Quarter circles with a 6 meters or 18 feet radius shall be drawn centered on the outside of each goal post. The quarter circles shall be drawn from the goal line to meet two imaginary lines 6 meters or 19.6 feet in length, drawn at right angles to the goal line from the outside of the goal post. The upper part of each quarter circle shall be joined by a 3.16 meters or 10.3 feet line running parallel to the goal line between the goal posts. So these are the pictures. Next is the substitution zones. Are the areas on the touchline in front of the team benches that the players shall use to enter and leave the pitch. The substitution zones are situated in front of the team benches and are 5 meters or 16.4 feet in length. They shall be marked at each end with a line 8 centimeters wide and 80 centimeters in length, 40 centimeters of which is drawn on the pitch, and 40 centimeters off the pitch, the area in front of the timekeeper's table, 5 meters or 16.4 feet. To either side of the halfway line shall be kept clear. Lastly, the goals. The goals shall be placed in the middle of each goal line. They shall consist of 2 upright posts equidistant from each corner and joined at the top by a horizontal crossbar. The distance, inside measurement, between the posts shall be 3 meters or 9.8 feet, and the distance from the lower edge of the crossbar to the ground shall be 2 meters or 6.5 feet.